we all have had those like rough cycle day ones, and how do we get through them, right? Because it's something that I think we talk about in the TTC community after we've been doing it for a while, but it wasn't something that I expected when I first started. I see the crystal raindrop. What's up, Fertility Fam? It is Friday, March 30th, and it's Good Friday. I hope you're having an amazing Friday. I will check in with you in a little bit. Hi, Fertility Fam. How are you? Thanks for clicking on Simply Tanika. I am Tanika. So, updates for Friday. I talked to the new RE's office, well, their finance office, and went over my insurance information. So there was some mix-up. They couldn't contact them, or I don't know. But that made me a little nervous because I'm wondering, like, once they verify what insurance I have, how much that impacts what the RE is willing to do. So the insurance is not going to cover IVF with my own eggs. They will only cover IVF with donor eggs because of my age. However, I'd be willing to pay out of pocket for the IVF with my own eggs, just to give my own eggs a shot before I fully consider IVF with donor eggs. And I've been doing research on it, but I'm not 100% sold yet, and I'm trying to make sure that my decision is factual and not emotional. So I've been doing a lot of research and figuring it out. I think the sticking points for me are what happens to the extra eggs, and that's the main thing. Like, if there are additional eggs, like, what happens to them? And then the whole biological thing, because I already have a biological child. So we'll see. But I've been making my list of what I'm going to talk about with the RE. So thank you guys for all your input on the questions. That was very helpful. And yeah, next Tuesday it is, and we'll see how it goes. So fingers crossed. I'm feeling good about it though, like with the new RE and just new stuff going on. My acupuncturist is moving, so I will have a new acupuncturist at my same place for a while because I bought the 10 treatments, and so I have some left. So I'll be seeing someone named Leah, so we'll see how that goes, and then I'll move over. Yeah, so I just feel like more relaxed and not as worried about, what's going on with the RE, and that frustration that was kind of like gnawing at me of like, I really want to do this, but the doctors told me no. And so we'll see. I don't know if the new doctor is going to be any different. I'm just hopeful. And when I talked to, who was it? Oh, I know who it was. When I talked to Helen Adrian, she said that this new doctor that I'm going to, or this clinic, is more known for advanced maternal age, like helping women who are of advanced maternal age. So I am excited about that. So I think, like, just whatever it is, protocol-wise, I'm looking forward to it. And all things being equal, I'm glad that RMA wasn't super aggressive with like my medicine protocol as far as like the medicated cycles, only because I'm hearing about other people who had different protocols and they were more aggressive, and then they've had negative impacts from it. And so, yeah, I responded to those. I just did Femero, Letrozole, and Avidrol, and I responded to that. So it wasn't anything, I didn't have to take shots or Lupron or any of those other types of protocols, which I've been researching can also be bad for women of advanced maternal age. So anyone over 40 can be negatively impacted by those. So yeah, that's kind of where I am. What's going on with me. And then there was one other thing. So on the forum, someone had mentioned that they had a rough cycle day one. And I was thinking, we all have had those like rough cycle day ones, and how do we get through them, right? Because it's something that I think we talk about in the TTC community after we've been doing it for a while, but it wasn't something that I expected when I first started. And so it would have been so nice to have like a how to manage cycle day one, because that means your cycle wasn't as productive as you had hoped, right? So what do you ladies think? Like, do you have any tips and tricks? Maybe we'll put together like a how to, or do some sort of collaboration where we all can share how we get through cycle day one. And I mean, you've seen mine. Some are tearful and some are kind of like, oh, I knew it wasn't. But there's always disappointment, right? Because you hope, obviously, that it is productive and that you get that BFP. So how do you make it through? And what words of encouragement would you give to women who are just starting out on their TTC journey about how to kind of embrace cycle day one, and all the possibilities? And I know even for me, it's been like a mindset thing, because like the cycle that I took the time out and I knew obviously there was no BFP, I was looking forward to cycle day one. And so I think my body just responded better overall. And so it's like, how do you kind of set that in your mind that it's a positive thing and a new opportunity, even though you're kind of devastated and recovering from the prior cycle? So yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts on that, ladies. All right, I hope your Good Friday was in fact good and that your holiday goes well. I will be back tomorrow and chat for a little bit, and then I won't see you guys again until next week. By the time you see this, we'll already know who the winners are for the Baby Dust and TTC Stuff giveaway. I will do a live video of that on April 1st. So, oh, and one more thing to think about. I want to figure out a way to celebrate Infertility Awareness Week. I'll talk about that in tomorrow's video, but it's coming up in April. And last year when I had my miscarriage, it happened to be on the Monday that started Infertility Awareness Week. And so it opened up a whole new world to me. And I want to promote Infertility Awareness Week. It's already, I feel horrible that Take Your Child to Work Day is also in that week. That was horrible marketing on whomever's part. But can't change that. But how do we bring awareness to it? And so I talked about maybe doing a video of like what not to say to a TTC person, or I don't know, but let's figure out a way together to kind of bring awareness to Infertility Awareness Week. So think about that. I'll talk about it more in the next video, what some of my ideas are. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks, ladies. Bye. Mwah. Baby dust to you all.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows.